When you think of fresh seafood, Missouri doesn't usually come to mind, and it shouldn't.
But that could soon change with the research done by an MU professor. He built his own saltwater shrimp farm right here in mid-Missouri. Now, the facility is located just north of Columbia at the MU Bradford Research Center. Researchers say a fresh crop of shrimp can be produced every 3 to 4 months, potentially making shrimp a major cash crop in Missouri. ABC 17's Heather Horrigan went to the farm today. Heather, you found how this is even possible.
It's possible with the correct conditions, environment, and devoted attention. Professor David Bruni says he can harvest almost anything in his greenhouse that comes from the sea. But he picked shrimp because it is one of the largest cash crops in the world. And he says this way it's being produced the way it's being produced internationally right now is hurting the environment. It's surprising to see something like this in mid-Missouri. Professor David Bruni tells me the United States currently imports 1.2 billion pounds of shrimp a year from Asia. It's cheap to U.S. consumers, but Bruni says it's produced in an unsustainable way that is polluting the ecosystem.
It will stop. No question about that. Okay. And when it does stop, there has to be an alternative way to produce seafood.
And that is what has been discovered right here in mid-Missouri. So I went with Bruni into the greenhouse to see how this all works.
You see the water coming in? Yeah. That's just being pumped from the raceways.
All the water is recycled and algae is used to control water quality.
See them?
These are the brine shrimp that eat the excess algae and then can be turned into a food source for the Pacific white shrimp.
They're kind of hard to hang on to.
These shrimp are not genetically engineered in any way. They came from a hatchery in Florida and have been right here for 3 months. Now they are ready for customers.
That's the size you get them at the store.
Store prices for shrimp are less than $3 a pound. But with these Missouri shrimp,
consumers would have to be willing to pay a premium price
of about $1 more.
Grown locally, not polluting the environment.
And if that's the case, these shrimp could bring $100,000 per acre of water every 120 days. In order for this to work on a commercial level, it will take a significant investment. But Bruni tells me he has several investors interested, too many than he can talk to. As for taste, Bruni says his customers say they are the best they've ever eaten.
All right. Thanks a lot, Heather. It will be some time before Missourians can find these locally grown shrimp in restaurants and grocery stores. Bruni wants this first harvest to be sold to the people around the farm.